Okay, we are live. If you're watching the recording right now, I'm just waiting a couple minutes, kind of setting things up, so please be patient with me. We'll be getting started in a second. And appreciate you all for joining me. Okay. Now, if I have somebody who's on here live with me, just let me know on the chat beside this video what your name is and what your business is and why you would want to market your business online. So if you can just go ahead and do that while I continue here to invite a couple people out, that would be awesome. And I appreciate you for joining me right now, as I know your time is very precious. So for you to take time out of your day to join me tonight is really cool to see. So as I continue here to just invite a couple people, just go ahead and let me know what your name is and a couple other things about yourself, what your business is and stuff like that. Let's see. Okay. So I've got one viewer. Okay. Justin, what's up? Okay. I know there are some more people, so I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes. No promises that Christina, hey Christina, how's it going? Thanks for joining me tonight. Christina, you're coming in through the meetup, correct? Just let me know here in the chat. Really appreciate you joining us. I'm just waiting for a few more people to hop on here. Also, Christina, what is your business? Because I want to go over, just kind of figure out, who's all here and what you're maybe looking for specifically. Do you have any experience online? Do you have any experience with Facebook marketing? Is it something that's brand new to you, or is it something you want to just learn more about for curiosity's sake? This video is a little bit delayed, so I may not see your comment here right away. Yeah, I'm just waiting here for a couple more people to come on because we had about 14 people. I know not everybody shows up all the time, but did have quite a few people here. Okay. Hello. Tanya. Hello, Tanya. How are you doing today? Thanks for joining us. I see you have your name here. It says Kelowna Commercial Cleaning Services. That's cool. A friend of mine, her name's Daylene. She's she's also running a cleaning company too, and she asked me a little bit about this stuff as well. Okay. So are you looking to, Christina, are you looking to just get your art online and, you know, maybe set up a shop online? And Tanya, what is your goal coming into this? What do you really, what would you like to learn about? You know, essentially I'm going to be going over the basics of finding your way around Facebook and its business for Facebook, or Facebook for business page. Oh, okay, you're not using an old Gmail account. Okay, no worries. So what is it that you're doing now then, Tanya? Cool. So I'll maybe wait a couple more minutes. I don't want to take up too much time because I do have a bit of a limit here personally. So for anybody, okay. Okay, cool. So I've got the two of you here, Christina, Tanya, and then I've got some of my business associates who are kind of doing the same thing as me. Essentially, I'm just going to go over how I create a marketing campaign. So I wrote down just a little bit of an itinerary here. You know, I just wanted to find out what your guys' business are, what your goal is for marketing your business. You know, if you have any online marketing experience, and then I'll share how I create a campaign, what has worked best for me personally, right? This is all personal results. I don't claim to be an expert, but I've gotten some good results, and I feel like a lot of people don't know about this stuff. So it's, I think it could definitely be beneficial. And, you know, we can even go over what your goal is for one of you, or even both, and I'll show you exactly how to set up your first ad campaign on Facebook. Okay. And then I'll go over the business for Facebook platform, just kind of run through it, show you what all the different layers are, because there are a lot of layers. And then I'm also going to be covering what's called a dark post, which I'll get into a little more detail in a couple of minutes. So yes. Hey, Hayden, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining us. Cool. Okay. Singles events business. So essentially, Tanya, for you, would your goal be to just raise awareness of the events? And are you wanting to, you know, are you wanting to get people to sign up in any way, or just raise awareness for your events and have some sort of promotion that'll drive them out to your events? And cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. It's gonna go a little bit wacky here for a second. And here we go. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, these are just kind of the few things, you know, I wanted to get to know about you guys, and I'll show you exactly how I create a campaign. So this is Facebook for business. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of this stuff here before, but it can get quite confusing when you first come into Facebook marketing. So the first thing is, you're going to get to this point after you set up your ads account. If you want to set up an ads account, there are plenty of YouTube videos, free videos on how to do that. And then from there, you're going to run your first campaign from here. So I'll show you exactly what I do and what's got me the best results right now. And I'll actually set up a full campaign for you guys live. And then from there, we can see if we can set something up for one of you guys. So this is where you're going to choose an objective, right? So depending on what your goal is for your marketing campaign, whether it's driving traffic to a website, whether you want to convert those website or that traffic or those leads into sales, conversions, there's a few different options there. Let's say you have a landing page and somebody opts into your email. Then from there, if they buy something through your email marketing, Facebook can actually help you track all that, so you know exactly how much money you're paying per conversion, depending on which conversion you choose. So you could choose a conversion that's just somebody signing up for your email list, or it could be somebody buying your products off your store. So that's one I don't personally have too much experience in. I know a lot of people do use that, or just lead generation. So lead generation is just straight up generating leads, signing up for your email list. And that's another one I don't actually use too much either. So the one that I actually use personally that works really well is engagement. And the whole purpose of an engagement is, for me, I put up a video and I'm branding myself. So when I brand myself, I'm talking about coaching and teaching people how to run a business online, where we set most of their business up for them and show them how to start branding themselves and running a business on Facebook. So the way I do this is through engagement. So what happens is I put up a video and these people will either comment, like, or share my video. And from there, that's the cheapest way I've found to generate leads to get into the conversation with that new person. So from there, if they comment on my video, I will then personally reach out to them and send them a message over Facebook. And it's cool because it's a lot more direct than as opposed to sending somebody email, right? So personally, I've only seen maybe a 10% open rate on my emails, whereas with sending someone a message, it's got to be closer to 90%. I actually haven't looked into the exact numbers, but most people do respond or at least see the message, right? So it's very direct, it's a lot more personable, and it's a great way to communicate with your leads using the same platform. And it's a lot cheaper because Facebook wants you, and it wants the users to continue using Facebook. So I'm just gonna quickly hop over here, see if we have any questions. Okay. So you want to drive people to your website. Okay. Cool. Cool, okay. Where was I? All right. So here I'm going to set up my campaign, show you exactly what I do and what I teach others to do. So I choose an engagement, right? And I just stick to post engagement. This is going to ask me to just now figure out what my audience is. So currently it's 18 to 65 US, which is very, very broad. And I don't recommend doing this because you're going to spend a lot of money before this video or this post, whatever it may be, gets actually put in front of the right people. So this is where detailed targeting comes in. And if you can really figure out who it is you are trying to target, what that person is interested in, what they're like, their age range, everything, then this is where you can really, put your message in front of the right people. So for me, because I'm 27 and I'm I'm a millennial, I'm marketing to millennials, I want to attract like-minded people who are around the same age. I personally use the United States. I've found the best results there for my own marketing. And I choose the age range 25 to 34. Facebook actually breaks up these age ranges from 18 to 24, and then from 25 to 34, and from 45 to 44, and 55 to, I believe, 65 plus. So depending on what your target age range is, that will vary. I choose all male and female, and then obviously I enter English all. And from there, I've actually found success without even choosing a demographic or interest or behaviors. But I will show you here a few different things. So for me, I'm kind of targeting people who are business minded, maybe entrepreneurial, but haven't quite taken the leap, so to speak. And so for me, I might want to target people who are interested in other big entrepreneurs. So for you, Christina and Tanya, watching this, you may not know who these people are, but if you're in my realm of business, most people know who these guys are. So for example, I could target anyone who's interested in Tai Lopez. So Tai Lopez is a big entrepreneur out of LA, and he's done very well with marketing himself and his courses that he has online. He's got tons of different real estate courses, all these different things, right? So anyone who's interested in Tai Lopez is potentially going to be interested in what I'm sharing as well. Do you have any questions yet? Nope. Awesome. So it's either, Tai Lopez. Another big entrepreneur is Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone also has an online sales university, so he teaches people how to cold call, prospecting, all these different things, right? So I know, like, anyone who's interested in that stuff, that's all making sense, right? Just let me know if that's making sense to you guys, just by saying a yes, just a simple yes in the chat. And there's tons of different ones too, right? You can choose behaviors. If people are donating, if they're expats, there's so many different target people. So for me, I've left this interest open, and it's tended to actually work. So I don't bother with a detailed interest. I actually allow Facebook to automatically build an audience for me and then continue to retarget those people. So what I found with Facebook is you can actually place an ad in front of, let's say, 100,000 people see my ad, and then let's say 500 of those 100,000 people actually comment on my video. Facebook is now going to begin to retarget those types of people, right? So what it's going to do is it's actually going to place that ad in front of more and more of those people. The problem that a lot of people have is they're not patient enough to get to that point, right? So it's all about really building an audience and then retargeting that audience with a similar message. Initially build your audience, then you can train Facebook to retarget similar people, and I'll go over that in a second. So I would just leave that open, and I edit the placements here, so you can have it automatically place the ads, which it says recommended. I personally don't really like some of the places that Facebook puts ads. So for me, what's worked best is I choose mobile only. I've heard desktop or both, but also works as well. And I take Instagram off of here, Audience Network I take off of here. And so the only place I'm putting an ad is in someone's news feed. So they're just scrolling through Facebook, they'll see it right in front of them as if it's a normal post. And to test out this ad, I will place it at $5 per day. So it's just a cheap way to test an ad without spending too much money, because if I spend $5 or $10 and nobody comments, it's time to scrap that ad and maybe think about trying some more detailed targeting or rewriting the ad itself. Perfect. So that all made sense. Awesome. So again, is this all making sense as well? Just give me a yup so I know the difference between those last couple ones there. So I just leave it in Facebook in the news feed and do $5 a day. Keep it on post engagement. This little one here, instead of impressions. So impression is where you're going to get charged just by somebody watching the video for a few seconds. Whereas engagement, they're actually going to click on the ad somewhere, whether they click the sound button or click the like or whatever. You're going to get charged per post engagement, so it's a little bit different. So yeah, we can continue on here and essentially create a new ad. So for me, I'll create a single video, and I'll use my Facebook page here, and usually I'll name it whatever I wanted to, but for this, that's unnecessary. And I will browse my library or upload a new video. So these are all older videos that I haven't actually used for a ad, but just for this example, I will just quickly choose this one, and yeah, we'll go through there. So Now I've got my video part, right? And this here is just kind of my my mission statement, and that's just automatically placed in there. So you can see once I delete that, it'll disappear over here. Yup. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, Barb, I didn't notice you're here. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us as well. If you've missed anything, this will be recorded, so you can go back and rewatch some stuff. So when I created my most recent ad, the best results I had in my ad was when I used a text similar to this one. So I'll actually have to rewrite it quickly, and I'll actually share with you a bit of the psychology behind what I said and how it worked. So basically, my first text was, one of the greatest opportunities of 2017 has been staring you right in the face, and you didn't even know it. Will you watch this unfold before your... Gotta make sure I rewrite this properly. It's been a little bit since I've actually run ads on Facebook, so we watch it unfold before your eyes. Or will you jump in and catch the wave? The greatest opportunity 2017 is... So let's see here. As you watch this video right up until the end, you may find yourself growing truly eager to learn more. Comment more info, and I will personally send you a message with the details. Now, in my video, the reason I believe I got the best results is because it's not this video specifically, but I'll go over with you why I got the best results. So I shared a bit of my background and my story. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a Red Seal welder in the oil field. So my whole target market is looking for people who are working long hours and want to change, but are just kind of unsure how to get started, right? So I shared my background, my story. I really got emotional, and I became raw and vulnerable and just as honest and transparent as I possibly could be about myself and my new opportunity that I found, and what I've learned over the years about Facebook marketing, and then how I can teach others and connect them with the tools, the resources, the mentorship, the coaching, the training, and everything that I've used to run my business. And then from there, I generate leads and I get people to comment just like you've seen here. And then, that's where I start to generate new clients to coach. So this is essentially what I wrote. It's a little bit different than this, but just to break it down for you, what I believe worked here is a bit of scarcity, right? It's just like, are you really going to watch this unfold before your eyes, or are you going to jump in and catch the wave? So a lot of people are curious. It's pretty vague, so they're going to want to watch the video. And this right here is NLP. It's actually a suggestion without directly telling someone. So if you've never looked into NLP, this is neuro-linguistic programming. So it's not hypnosis. It's more just overcoming clients or people's objections without them really realizing it. So you're just kind of getting past that wall. So I say, as you watch this video right up until the end, I'm just kind of suggesting, right? So then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, as I'm watching this video, I may find myself growing truly eager to learn more. And I found that I've actually had people send me a message saying, I'm eager to learn more. So this stuff, it works. I've got a lot to learn about it more in detail, but so far what I've learned has actually worked from implementing it. So yeah, and you can also, if you want, you could say get people to comment, or you can actually get them to click learn more button, which would then drive them to your landing page or maybe to a next sales page. So Tanya, for you, that might just be more details about your events, or you can get them to send a message where you can give them more details, or shop now. So Christina, if you wanted to send them to your store, you could get them to shop now. But yeah, for this purpose, I won't have a button because I want people to just comment and then engage with my post, because then the more comments I have, the more people are going to start commenting, right? It's social proof. It's just a fact of how the human brain works. If you see 400 people comment on this video, you're going to wonder why they're commenting. So automatically more people are going to keep commenting. And Facebook Pixel, this is kind of what I was talking about before. This is where you're going to actually train Facebook to figure out who's actually buying or commenting or hitting your landing page. So the Facebook Pixel is a little piece of code that you can implant into your different web pages. And I'd actually like to do another live stream for you guys going over a couple more things. And we could probably do that next week. And this is going to be one of the things I'd like to also cover. And we'll get more into details there. So just essentially, if somebody hits your landing page or your sales page, whatever it may be, you can plant this piece of code that Facebook provides for you, and it'll fire, so to speak, every time somebody hits your page, and then it'll tell Facebook, this is the type of person who's more interested in your offer. So from there, the more and more people fire your Facebook Pixel, the more and more times Facebook is going to go and search for more of those people. And from there, you just hit confirm. And here it's going to want me to set up a payment method. This is just another ad account that I haven't actually set up. So from there, you've got an ad running. So that's where, that's how I set up a campaign. And from there, I test it out for a couple of days, and I see if it's getting interest, right? So thank you, Justin and Hayden. Everybody else, is that all making sense so far? What I've shared there, and let's be honest. So Justin here is actually an example. He came in through that exact ad that I just showed you. So he's actually on my marketing team, and I've been coaching him on all this stuff as well. So it's cool because you see that it works, as he's proof right there. So let's see if I can help one of you guys create a campaign. So just kind of Christina, Barb, and Tanya, I know you're gonna want to drive traffic to your page. There's a couple ideas I kind of have personally for that. Is you could set up a campaign that where you have a little bit of information, and through different writing techniques, you could have it a little bit vague. I don't personally know enough about exactly what it is you're promoting. I know it's an event for singles, so a meet and greet, that kind of stuff. You could have your website essentially. So getting people, driving traffic over to your website, and then from there, you could set up an email list. You could have an opt-in page, so that's where they could receive maybe a voucher or some sort of offer, right? That's the big thing, is you want to have something of value to give to these people in exchange for their information, because it's kind of hard to generate any leads or anything without having some sort of free offer. So I don't know, that's something you might want to think about, is what you could potentially offer. And then Christina, would you want to get people to shop now? Would you want to be posting up maybe a piece of art and then getting people interested in it that way. And then Barb, let's see, Barb, could you just help me out a little bit here? Just describe some of these things for me. Just basically, what's your business? What's your goal for marketing your business? And, you know, do you have any Facebook for business experience at all? Just see if anybody comments here. I know the video is a bit delayed, so. Yeah, right. Like you just want to give something simple, right? Like for me, I offer a free training session, right? So I tell people, hey, this is what I've learned. Not a lot of people know this. If you're wanting to learn some of this stuff, we do free live webinars, and you can register over here, or you can talk to me personally, and I'll get on the phone with you and I'll share with you kind of how an online business like this works, right? So I'm just giving out free information, and most of the time these people don't know any of the stuff that I talk about. So that's kind of, you know, that's my free offer. A wine club. Okay. So do you want to just break it down for me a little bit more? Do you have, you know, do you have like coupons for people, or how exactly does that work a little bit more? Yeah, so even if we, while we're just waiting for that, you know, does that help you guys? Does that kind of give you more of an idea of what you could be doing? Direct sales. Okay, perfect. So this is like right up your alley, exactly kind of what I've been talking about, hey? Okay, cool. Also, Barb, do you have any experience generating leads on Facebook or anywhere on the internet for that matter? Awesome. Okay. Okay. So basically, Barb, I don't know where you kind of hopped on here. Totally makes sense. Awesome. Okay, I'm really glad that it's all clear for you guys. Now, is there anything like so far from what I've, you know, shared with you guys? Is there stuff that you think you could go and implement yourself right away, or is there, you know, some sort of maybe a tip or anything I can help you with as far as like leading you in the right direction or the next step? And then again, I'd like to do another webinar next week to talk about a few other things, specifically how to actually figure out who your audience is. And then I'll show you a little bit more about the Facebook pixel as well. Yeah, so if there's any way I can, you know, send you in the right direction, or yeah, awesome. Hey Josh, thanks brother. So Josh is actually a good friend of mine. He's taught me a lot about Facebook marketing. And Josh, I don't know when you kind of just hopped on here, but is there anything from your experience, Josh, that you feel like you'd want to share? Okay, Barb, that's all right that you missed the start. This will be saved as a replay, so you can come back and watch it again. And yeah, Barb, essentially the ad that I just created is something that you could create for yourself. Yeah, cool. So basically, guys, if there's cool. Yeah, and like, you know, if you put up a campaign, you know, it's one of those things you kind of got to test for yourself. But if you put up a campaign, see how it goes for a couple of days. The biggest thing is really figuring out who your avatar is. So who the perfect person is that you would like to speak to, right? That's what I struggled with the most at the start. I didn't really know who I wanted to attract into my business. So basically, once I figured out who I'm talking to, I essentially realized I just wanted to attract people who are like myself. So, okay, we've used FB ads right in the beginning, but we're all over the place as there's so many directions to go. There really is. Okay, yeah. Maybe we can talk more too. If maybe next week we could do a little more of a private kind of in-person meet. So instead of doing like I did this live over the internet just because I had about 14 people to who RSVP'd. So since that many people didn't show up, I might just do something special for you guys. If you wanted to just meet in person at maybe like Starbucks or Bean Scene, then we could go over and really discuss what it is you're looking for and how we can maybe set something up for yourself. Um, is that something you guys would be interested in doing sometime next week? Looking for successful people wanting more. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So, why don't you guys go ahead and just type your email in the chat here, and then yeah, yeah, exactly what Josh is saying there too. Yeah, so if you guys want to just go ahead and share your email with me, then I can keep in contact with you all, and I can keep you up to date. We can do a little, um, in-person meet. So everybody here, I believe, is from Kelowna, because I did this through the meetup group, and then there's a couple people. Justin, for example, he's from Connecticut, who's on my team. Sweet. Barb, Tanya, and Christina. Um, okay, perfect. Yeah, like we could have you guys in person, and then like Josh is saying, we could also stream that as well for other people too. So since you guys are interested in this, let's do this. I'm gonna see if I can call Bean Scene downtown Kelowna here and book their little excuse me, book their little boardroom, and then from there they've got a TV. I can sit like kind of at the head of the table, speak to you guys one on one, and then we can go over setting up a campaign and stuff. So yeah, if you're all into that, then let's get it done. And once again, I wanted to thank you all for joining me. This is really cool to see that I actually have people coming out to this stuff, and that's actually valuable to you guys, because it's cool to share things that everybody knows, but to be able to help somebody with something brand new that they don't know anything about is really what feels cool. And you're very welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will write down your emails here right now. I'll actually just punch them into my phone just so I don't lose them. And I will speak to you guys shortly. Yeah, you're very welcome, Christina, Barb, Tanya, Justin. Much love, brother. And okay, let's see. So we bought Beak. Uh, don't mind me while I'm a little quiet here, just trying to get all your emails down here. And Okay, I've got everybody down, and yeah, I'll keep in touch with you guys and let you know about next week, and then we can get something else going. So once again, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and I'm signing off. All right, take care.